Hello and welcome to another December daily collage inspiration. It is December 8th and let's move right into looking which prompt we're going to tackle today. And I already had a look at this to see what I might enjoy doing today, what I feel like doing today, and I'm going to tackle prompt number 18, add a tag. Let's circle that, add today's date, December 8th. You can put this back in. The tag I have picked to add on this page is this one. I used my die cut machine to punch this out of a postcard. I thought, we have the snow-covered mountains, so I thought we can definitely use this in here somehow. Today I feel like just playing with paper, something low-key, maybe adding a button and some lace, that type of thing, very playful. And so the way I would start with this is to find some background papers and maybe even some fabric that would work with this image. And how do I pick those? Well, I look what kind of colors I have going on in my image. And those are the kind of colors that I will try to find in the papers that I would choose. So I have already gone ahead and I've selected a few from my scrap box. And you see here, this is a very, very cohesive collage here already. So now I just have to see how I want to arrange my papers. I wanted to make sure I have some green, some blues, and also of course neutral colors. I wanted something dark because we have the dark here as well. So I think I want to place my tag. As you know from my previous collages, we're not going to put it smack in the middle, right? We want to have it somewhere else on the page, maybe more towards the bottom right-ish. Like this might be nice. I'm going to want to add a sentiment as well. I could either add that maybe somewhere here or here. We'll see once I have everything else figured out. So let's just start by adding some papers underneath. I have here some vintage ledger paper. I have a scrap here of a snippet roll, which is from my shop, and I can link that for you as well. These are so fun to work with. I want some of the green. This is just watercolor on a book page, on a vintage book page. Since most of the green is down here, I'm not going to add the green here, but I'd rather add it up here so that it balances the image better, or the whole composition better, I should say. So I just need a little bit peeking out, maybe like this. Now with the blue, we'll do exactly the opposite. So the blue is up here, so I want to add it down here as well. So I can either, I have a few options here. I have this pale blue ledger paper. I have this marbled paper, which is from Nick the Booksmith, and I have this one, which is again just some painted book page. The blue here might not be the best choice. I do like this. I'm not sure if it might be too busy. Let's just try it out. Maybe just a little like this. No, I don't like it down there. Maybe more like this. I don't want too much peeking out. Yep, I think that's good. Want some of this brown paper for sure. Maybe up here. Let's see what it would look like if I add it down here. That also works, both work, I think. Since we have the brown sort of in the middle, it doesn't really matter whether it's on the top or the bottom. Usually I kind of like darker colors more on the bottom. What can we add here? It definitely needs something there. Maybe this vintage music sheet. I feel like this one here is too light. I'll change that with something else. I have this pale green here. Maybe this one would work. Yes, I like that better. I think I still want something going more on the top. I want to cover more of this up here. I could, of course, move the whole thing a little bit up as well. Just a tiny bit. How about some music? Some of this beautiful music paper. Or is it too busy? That might be too busy, actually. We could try this here. This is some math of some sort. Then I also want to try adding some fabric and some lace, right? We wanted some lace. Let me see, I have my ephemera book here, and I have some fabric scraps here, some wintry or autumn colored fabric scraps, so maybe some of these will work. This is beautiful, but we don't have the red anywhere here, so I don't think that's a good option. This is really cute. Maybe. Beige. Maybe somewhere else on this page. I am liking that. This is also really cute. Keep that on the side. These are too strong. No. The green. Maybe. The blue, maybe. I really love this one. Is that too distracting? Yeah, I think a piece like this works well here if it's not too much, because this, I feel, balances this piece here a little bit since they're both quite busy. So that's good. Now I feel like it needs another one either here or here. This one might be too big, but we can always cut it down. So that would work. There's a triangle, but it's kind of too even for me. What about here? Nope, don't like that. Nope. This would work. I think this here forms a nice uneven triangle. That's exactly what I like. So I think I can glue all these pieces down, and then we'll maybe add a button, and maybe we'll add some lace and a sentiment, and then I think we can call this done. I'm not even inking any of this up. I'm gonna leave everything as it is, and I am going to again use my top-down method because there's no way I'm gonna remember how I had put these together. So I'm going to start by taking the tag, which is the piece that's on top. I'm using tacky glue here. And I'll try to put this where I had it before. Now things have moved, I have a feeling. And now I can go ahead and start gluing other layers down. Just trying to attach everything to each other before I then turn it around and glue all the remaining pieces that are not stuck down yet together. This method has proved very effective in the past, although it takes a bit of practice. Okay, I think I'm at a point where I can turn this around. Oh, of course I didn't consider that the tag actually there was a hole in the middle because I didn't have paper under it there, so of course that glued onto my book page. Yep, I didn't think that through. Thankfully I don't have a hole in my book page now. So now I'm just gluing down all those bits that I haven't glued down from the front. And finally I can put glue on everything so that we can then just glue the whole piece down. I took out some lace that I thought might work with our spread. It's delicate trims of lace. One place I think I want to add one is down here. Not the whole length of the bottom, but a part of it. And I'm not sure if I want this off-white, which I would usually go for, or this stark white. In this case, for some reason, I'm really liking the stark white, maybe because we're doing a wintry page and I'm thinking of snow. So I think I'd rather do that. The other option might be this one. These I got at a craft fair. This was such a lucky purchase. I would cut these off. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Okay, it's gotta be this one. So I will cut 3 of these off, and then I'll cut this off. So this can go here. And then I also wanted to sew on a button, maybe. So I have my buttons here, and I also am leaning towards a white button. This might be too big. This is cute, but I don't know if I want it there. Do I want it as a tag topper maybe? No, that's weird. Up here? No. Maybe it needs to be down here. Why not? Let's do that. I do want to thread through some twine. Just grab a needle. This is the felt needle book that Maud gifted me. Isn't it adorable? I don't know what I did before I had this. It's so cute. Thank you again, Maud. I'm happy every time I get to use it. I'm going to separate one of these because it seems to be a bit thick. So I think it has 3 strands. And I'm just removing one so I can keep this for something else. I would love to sew it through the page, but that would end up here and I would have to sew through my pocket. No, I don't think I'll do that. So I'll just kind of give the illusion that was sewed on and we'll actually glue it on. And we'll make a little bow. Okay, let's glue on the lace first. let's add the button. The buttons, of course, always bulk up the page quite a bit. I do want to give this page a more wintry feel, but I'm too lazy to now splatter around with some gesso or white paint, so I am going to use again my white Posca pen or marker and just try to add some dots. Hopefully I can manage to do this more or less randomly, because otherwise it will look too planned. Snow doesn't come out like that. Oh, look at this. You can actually shake it and then it will come out. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. So this is more random, which is what we want. I want to cover everything. Oh no, it's on my notebook. Don't want it on my laptop. These will of course need to dry, but we definitely have some big snow coming down on this page. And I of course want to add a sentiment, and I'm going to choose a wintry one from my winter quotes that I showed you in the last video. So we have the same quotes with a beige background and with a blue background. And I'll have these linked below for you again in case you want to use some wintry quotes. And I was thinking the one I really want for this one is Walking in Winter Wonderland. I don't know if you saw, maybe it was too small. We have a lady here walking on the street in this town. So I think that's a really good quote for this. And I just don't know whether it should be the beige or the blue. So I will cut out both and then we'll see which one works better. Now we can play around with these and see, first of all, where to place it and which one to place. So about the placement, for me, there's two places on this page that jump out at me as being the perfect place. One is down here and one is up here, and I'm kind of leaning more towards the one up here because we have most of everything going on towards the bottom of the page, towards the bottom right. And so having something to balance it on the top left, I think is a good idea. And completely goes against me always putting sentiments on the bottom right. So that's a good thing. Now the question is the blue. The blue, of course, really stands out. So your eye immediately goes to the quote. And if we look at the beige one blends in a lot more. I think both work really well. So I don't know. I am unsure. Do kind of like it sticking out like that. The only thing I will do is I will cut away the black border, cut it just a tiny bit smaller, and then I will ink around the edges. Another thing which I really wanted to do is, since I really love this bell here sticking out, I love this so much, I wanted to include some more items on my pages that are sticking out a little bit. So I thought for this one, maybe I could use some more lace. I have this wide one, which I think I will trim down a little bit. But I want to see what it would look like if I would add another piece down here and have that kind of hanging over the edge a little bit. So let me try that. Let me cut a piece. And then I'll have to shorten this. I don't want it looking so straight as always. I want it more frayed and wonky. Can we add it here? How would that look? One more up here. No. For some reason it needs to be right down here. Maybe because it needs to attach to a piece of the collage. I think it's weird if I put it here and then there's a space here. What about up here? Up here it would partly cover my sentiment. I don't want it sticking out a huge amount. No, I like it here, and I think it works still, because kind of I'm seeing I don't know if you see this now, but I see this triangle here now as well. For me, that works. So I'm going to add some glue, and I'm going to spread this out with my fingers a little bit because I don't want any blobs coming through this beautiful delicate lace. Just like this. Then let's add the date. I'm just going to put this in pencil. I don't want it to be an element of the collage. I just want it to be there in case I want to check what date it was. Although it actually, I mean, we're going in sequence here, but still. Or maybe I could make it part of the collage and put it right in the collage somewhere. I could put it right up here. December 8th. It is tiny, but it's there. Let's see. I can't really close it yet because this is not dry. Let me just grab my heat gun so I can show you what it looks like when it's closed. Okay, it's dry now. So let's see if we close it now. We have this peeking out, and I think that's really cute. So far we have 2 elements. I hope to add more elements peeking out. I would love to hear from you what you enjoy more. Do you enjoy these kind of pages where it's just more or less just paper, maybe some fabric? Very easygoing collages, or do you enjoy these mixed media pages more, or do you find them intimidating? I would really love to know what helps you more, what inspires you more, what you enjoy watching more. I equally enjoy doing both. So if you enjoyed this video, it would be great if you could give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see more. And I would love to see you back here tomorrow. Let's see what we can come up with for December 9th. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Love you guys. Mwah, mwah.